Welcome back to Tabletop Nerdcast. I am Mike, and I'm going to be your GM tonight for Star Wars Galactic Youth campaign. So, again, a bit of housekeeping. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, do whatever it is, leave us a comment.
Do it.
You know, say whatever you want to say about, you know, my beard, Percy's laugh,
Percy's beard.
You know, the thing that keeps twisting around, Rick's head. It's all the thing. It's all the same thing. We're good. We enjoy it. All right. But last time on Galactic Youth,
you can't see me.
Tiny cameras. All on the up and up.
You know, I'm regretting I started that. All right. So last time, just as a quick recap, we did have Aaron follow a glitter stem addict somewhere trying to fence a piece of machinery. We also encountered Mr. Big Johnson, who has an electronics lock store, who was a character in and of himself. We can't quite figure out what he was, but we had a lot of fun with him. Oh, yeah. So, you had, or Moringa had given Aaron a tracking device, yes, so you know where he was at.
Yes.
So what all has transpired here at this point? Paint the picture for me of where you're at and what you're thinking and what you're going to do.
Yeah, so I think at some point, you said that I waited for a while and nobody came through the door, nobody even came into this alley. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to back down the alley into the street and, excuse me, I'm going to hail Moringa and Thuy on the comms. I'm going to say, I think I have found a lead that I would like to follow.
What kind of lead?
It is some sort of fence or dealer here in the 715. I don't know if he is Black Sun per se, but I think that he would at least know being a competitor. I would like to investigate him a little bit. Were you able to procure the electronic lock breaker?
We got to the device.
Will you be going to the seafood place?
I've been craving some good seafood.
Let us rendezvous and give me the electronic lock breaker, and you to go to the seafood, and I will investigate this person.
You're gonna break in on your own?
Yes.
Do you need any help?
If you would like to come, you are welcome. Perhaps all three of us could go in and we could interrogate him professionally.
Breaking in, seafood.
Let us talk. We need to talk in person. So we're going to find him.
All right. So en route, you kind of follow the signal, and it's just a couple blocks past the main shopping mall area.
Okay. That's
within the district. So it's almost like although I call it a mall, it's very similar layout to what you saw at the park, at Monument Park, where you have just this coliseum of types of shops that are all just, kind of this bowl around the block or whatever that, are put together. So it's just various types of shops, and you've got a whole bunch of people going up and down the road and up and down the walkways. Pretty much minding their own business, just doing their own thing. You've got, spoobers coming and going. You've got, the yes, and it's a thing. All right, go back and watch. Brought to you by Brondo. No. Anyway.
And we're on lower levels, though, so there's aliens and humans.
Oh, yes, it's all mixed. Okay. It's all mixed. You do see a few of what are called the Coruscant police force, the lower level Coruscant police force. To describe them a little bit, you don't know what they are. They legitimately are head to toe covered in padded kind of riot-style armor, and their face masks are full visors that are blackened out. So you can't tell whether they're human, whether they're alien, whether they're machine, nothing. And this is a pretty common occurrence in these lower levels, because what they didn't want to have happen is they didn't want to have just... The Emperor was smart enough to know he didn't want to have law enforcement going on using just humans and humans alone in extreme alien districts. So what they did is they found humanoid-style individuals and recruited them into this security force, this police force. Okay? Other than that, you just see tons of people coming and going, some in business suits, some in business attire, some that look like they belong in a reggae concert. I mean, but, just all kinds of people and aliens coming and going, right? So, with that said, you pass by them all, and it's a pretty good clip to get by it. And within a few blocks, it's like hitting the wrong side of the tracks kind of routine, right? For those of you that are in Houston, look at Westwood Mall. All right.
Westwood Mall.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Like the wind.
you guys are walking down, one of the main avenues, and it's kind of like your device is telling you, okay, turn right. He's in this alleyway.
Okay, so, all right, McGregor, what is your plan? I mean, you just can't wave your hand all the time.
You talking to yourself?
I am, aren't I? Give me some of those glitter sticks.
So,
Right.
Thuy, you now see.
So what? You made a contact?
I did not make a contact, but I have found a potential source of information.
So how we approach it?
We can go in.
How?
Mm.
We
Break
can
in?
Break in.
That would be good.
Did
We don't
you-
even know anything about him.
Did you think that I got an electronic lock breaker for nothing?
Yeah, but do we want to have good relations with this guy?
I don't know.
Do you trust him?
No.
You were going to fence something with him.
Well, no. You see, in the art of deception, this ruse that I have come up with was to make a contact, but not actually fence anything. The goal was to find a person. I found a person.
Do we break in and do what?
Well,
Once we break
If I-
in, he's an enemy.
if I go in on my own, we break in and we watch. If I go in with the two of you, we break in and we beat him up.
Solid plan.
And you told the other guy that that's why the rebellion was not winning the war.
Jack kind of chimes up at this moment. He's been tagging along with you guys. He's like, guys, come on, really?
Yeah, this is a bad plan.
Really? We're going to break into a shop where there's a bunch of adults and you can hear all the work going on in there right now?
I didn't say break in right now.
I just got out of prison.
Hey, that was 8 months ago.
Okay,
If you don't like the plan, Omega, leave the electronic lock breaker with me, and I will do it on my own.
but we're a team.
We are a team.
So we're supposed to, we're supposed to
But
work
does a
together
team
now.
P together too?
No.
No,
But-
there are things that some of us are good at and things that others are better at.
It's only bad form if you're holding your friend.
You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose. You know where I'm
But
going.
you can't touch your friends.
Lightsaber.
We were supposed to observe, make contact.
No, we are supposed to convince the Black Sun to not rat on us. We are supposed to blackmail the most prolific crime syndicate on Coruscant. This is no fun and there's not going to be an easy
But-
part of this mission,
But
Monet.
blackmailing
understand.
him was supposed to just get data and bring it back.
Yes.
Yes, where are we going to get that?
Okay, but
Where do we go to find the
we
data?
need to get more intel before we do something so drastic as breaking into some place.
The
and-
electronic lock breaker does not permanently disable the lock. It lets me in the door, and then the lock re-engages once inside.
Okay. go and plant one of these cameras. But we have to.
That is the plan.
We have to take the camera back to download it. It doesn't transmit.
I thought it did transmit data.
Transmit location, not
Oh, gotcha.
Data.
data.
But it transmits video feed too.
No.
No.
It records
Uh,
video.
Gotcha. Okay,
Okay, that's okay.
that is fine.
No beating up, no blowing up. Just
No.
That was that was my
Good
plan
enough.
the whole time. And then you said, "Should we come?" And I said, "I don't know if we want to beat the guy up. That's fine. You have grenades. I don't know what you want to do. You're Mr. Blowy Blowy. I just want to sneak in."
So Jack giggles at that. Jack giggles at that, and he goes. So he looks at you and he taps the wall right next to the door and goes, "I don't know where you're going to stick this electronic lock breaker." And as you look over, there is no lock device on the outside of this door.
Oh no. Seems we've reached some impasse.
It appears that this plan will not work.
The best play.
It appears that the DM has given it, how you say, plot armor.
well,
No, I described the door
yeah, and there was
earlier,
nothing-
and there was no lock to it.
Yeah.
Well,
it just
all
showed
right.
scratches.
If I sat and every door I described in a game, I said it's got a handle with a lock, it would take 1 billion years to get through
Well,
a dungeon.
Okay, I understand. I understand said information.
So
I actually
To be
envisioned when he
fair.
described it, it was literally just a solid steel door with
I thought it
nothing
was
on it.
I thought it was a back door to like a business.
I didn't even give you a slider on the door to look through. He had to open it.
Well, yeah, inferring that there is a handle on it.
So, okay. So,
You know, there's
All right,
but we
time
can
out.
get him to,
Time out.
Can we get him to invite us in?
perhaps
And
there's a
then we-
tweaker around the corner.
You know what? Roll me an intelligence check at easy.
All just him?
Just him.
Yep, didn't make it.
You didn't make it.
Didn't make it.
I got an advantage though.
You're feeling really good about not remembering how the tweaker knocked on the door.
Oh wait, that's what I was trying to recall? That would be a knowledge check, not just intelligence. I've got some knowledges.
Is there knowledge dumbass? I mean, we can make it a custom skill. Or knowledge tweaker. I'm sorry, knowledge tweaker.
No, but streetwise.
No, it's not going to happen. We already did a roll for this. It didn't plan out. Try as you might, you can't recall what pattern he used when he knocked on the door.
Damn.
So,
But
Uh-huh.
I did have a camera on me.
true enough.
And I do have a data pad. Plug that bad boy in.
All right.
Happy not.
I'm not doing it on the podcast, but you figure out after watching it for a few minutes, you go, oh, that was it. And the rest of you are watching this guy like tweak around, dance around. He's like, you know, trying to, you know, and then all of a sudden he gets this dumbfounded look that he can't find Aaron.
Look at this guy.
And you get this footage of a data stick being laid down on the ground, or a cred stick being laid down on the ground, and this guy picking it up and almost dancing a jig and running off around the corner.
This is who
So,
we're
this
following.
was your contact.
Yeah. Seems
This
a
was
great choice.
this was the sled dog that led me here.
We might be able to use him again.
Perhaps. I hope so.
If we
He probably won't trust me again.
if we get you know, we get to some glitter.
All right, so what are we doing?
You saw how I knocked.
So what's our plan before we knock? What are we gonna fence? And we're gonna use this guy's name? I
Jack,
think-
you have pretty guns.
Pretty guns.
Pretty guns.
You have the good guns. You showed us that the guy gave you the good guns.
No, I have a blaster pistol and a frag grenade.
Have you stolen anything today that we could sell?
I haven't had a need to steal anything yet.
That's never stopped you before.
When you're in prison, everything can be stolen. Everything has a need.
Okay, so Jack, you are a resident thief. You're very good at this. Would you go and procure something expensive?
Procure something. He's just like, if I get caught.
You shouldn't have joined the rebellion.
How expensive? He kind of looks. How expensive?
Something that the fence would want to sell. Can I boost him with my negotiation ability?
No, you're not there.
How do you know? I'm in the comms. I can tell him what to say.
It's in the comms.
He's stealing something. What do you mean, what to say?
I don't know. I don't know.
Good try.
I don't know his art. Danny Ocean steals stuff by talking.
While he's stealing.
Okay.
So while he's what is our plan?
All right. Before I do this, do you guys want to upgrade his role or not?
What's it at?
I'm not talking about nonsense here.
No. What is his role at?
Well,
That would determine if we need to upgrade.
he is sitting, and I will tell you this, at 2 challenge die.
Now, did you upgrade those with the points?
No.
Okay.
You told him go find something expensive. That does not mean it's something easy.
Well, what's his die pool at?
I'm not giving away characters die pool.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
Well,
This is a choice for you. Do you want to upgrade or not?
I don't care if Jack goes to prison.
Well, I don't know that he'll necessarily. Yeah, well, he could, but it could depend on what he gets too.
Yeah.
We're killing clock.
Let's do it.
Go.
No.
Yes or no? No.
No, we only got
All
one
right.
left, and you're
We're
not
gonna
giving us
chance
any back. So I'm not going to spend our last one on this.
Just to despair.
This guy.
We book him out
Well,
once.
even, but if he gets
We do
despair,
it
it
again.
wouldn't matter what we upgraded.
All right. So Jack walks out and he's going amongst the crowd. He goes about a block or two back over towards where the mall area is, and he's like, "Okay." And you guys hear on the comms, all right. Well, there's a bunch of people here. I don't know if it. All right. Ooh, that lady right there. She's got some stuff that she just took something and she just took this really expensive comm system and put it down in her purse. I think I can get up there and get that. So he comes running by, and he all of a sudden you hear on the comms, "Oh, sorry, excuse me, ma'am. I didn't mean to bump into you. I apologize. I am just so sorry. I didn't. How can I make this up to you?"
We're watching a master at work. Or hearing a master.
And
at
all you hear is, "Young man, just leave me alone. I'm shopping." And walks off and you hear over the comm link, "Oh man, that was close. I had my hand in her purse and she turned. I didn't get it."
Get us that Banana Phone 3 XL.
Banana phone 3XL.
Or else.
We believe in you, Chuck.
You want me to go back after this lady? Or you want me to find somebody else?
Somebody else.
This plan seems
Not
less
quite.
worth it the more time goes on.
I know, not quite as expensive. We just need something to get us in the door. What were you gonna pawn before? An old broken data pad?
And Skinner.
And an scanner.
Okay. So, comms go silent. About 5 or 6 minutes later, he comes strutting back around the corner like he's just lifted the world.
Ooh.
And he comes back around and he goes, "Will this do?" And he holds up a bracelet that has some kind of, stonework and etching into it. And he goes, and it looks like it's in some kind of real shiny, just, polished metal. It's, not necessarily like, what we would have as, gold or anything along those lines. But it looks like it's made out of the same thing you would make, credits out of. So it is, got some value to it. And he goes, "Will this work?" And he's just
Nice.
beaming from ear
Hey,
to ear.
Jack. Yeah, man, that's good, man. So, I guess you're gonna do the talking.
I don't know. It's probably best.
And plant a camera in there?
That is the goal.
Okay. Do we all want to go in, or do just you?
He doesn't seem to let people in.
I got that impression. But you have a way of convincing people.
Would yep. Do you have mechanics?
I do have mechanics. I have stealth, too.
Would he, with the tool that we have, be able to replace one of the gems in this thing with the camera?
It's not comparable size.
Mm.
The gems are
Never stopped
smaller.
before.
They're more. The gems are smaller. They're much more. Somehow there's this glued camera right on top.
It's beautiful.
Would you like to buy this? Mom, this is beautiful stuff.
That's how they sell it in the mall.
Genuine.
Genuine fake.
I don't know.
Perhaps. Perhaps if you can, get them to out the door. And then one of us could sneak in.
This could work, but I cannot sneak in if I am the talker.
I was thinking that I sneak in, plant it.
I think he is trained in sneaking.
I am pretty sneaky. Now.
He's pretty big. Are you good at sneaking?
Well, I mean,
What's
he
your
took the
agility?
spy tree.
Agility
Right,
is 3.
guys.
And
What if he doesn't step out of the doorway?
Good question.
What are we gonna do?
We will get it.
What, do we fling the camera at him or something? I mean,
Do you remember what you did in prison?
we don't talk about what I did in prison.
Terrible
Do you
times.
remember how you usually you trip and then take things from people? Could you trip and put it on you?
Well, probably, but how are we getting it back?
good point.
I didn't even think of that.
You know, the more I think about it, the more beating him up sounds better.
All right. So we open the door and just beat him up.
Maybe this is just not a good plan. Maybe we just...
Haha, this is a store, right?
No. It's just a door.
All you know is it's a door on this
It's
side.
not a space door.
Well, I didn't
A
know if
spore.
this was the back door to something on the other side.
Is there a roof?
Oh, we all like the back door. But,
We could just
Time and a
we could
place.
plant the camera to just watch this door while we go scope the other place out.
We have 3 cameras,
Right.
so we can plant a camera outside here, and try to plant the camera on the inside.
I don't want to use up all our cameras.
Well,
And we don't know we haven't figured out. And man, we haven't figured out how to get into the door and get the camera on the other side. So I don't know.
is there a trash can out here?
yeah, there's dumpsters. I told you, walking up and down, there's dumpsters that look like they had trash that had been dumpster dived like 5 or 6 times.
So what about
Throughout the day.
we plant a camera here, and then we go to the where we were supposed to go. We scope that place out, and we just there's no time limit. We just see who comes and goes, and if he lets people in, and what people do, and then we get a plan. Right now we're operating on nothing. We got no idea. We got no intel. Let's get a little more information before we make a drastic move.
Okay.
I like it.
We've been standing in this alley for far too long.
Yes.
Someone's gonna notice.
So I'm gonna use my mechanics to plant a camera to watch the door.
So here's what I want you to do. Planting a camera is not difficult. If you're just going to
Gotcha.
stick it on the wall, you're going to stick it on the wall, right? If you wanting to hide it, though,
I do.
then I want you to make a skullduggery check.
Okay, fair enough.
Um,
Now, do I get a boost because of my mechanics? Because I'll be able to use materials.
I will go ahead and give you a boost in order to be able, the way that you're describing to use that. I have no problem offering the boost. I will say, however, because we don't know who's going to be going in and out of this alley, how difficult do you want to make it to find?
With the camera?
The more difficulty you apply, if you're successful,
It's only this big, so it can't be that hard to...
well, I understand, but it's also not like super crazy zoom either. You're not going to be able to set it all over the place and, you know what I mean, to capture
I
it.
just want to focus on the door.
Okay, so you've got a good, 5-10 foot alley here that's wide. So wherever you want to put it, The more difficulty you assign to this roll, if you pass it, the better off that this is going to be. It covers more perception levels. So if you make it easy, then that just means that somebody would be rolling an easy check to see it.
But they really need to be looking for it.
Now, I'm not saying there's not setbacks in it unless they're truly going through it. So I'm letting you decide your difficulty level here. So what you feel comfortable with doing.
And the successes will give me better and advantages will also give me better options to hide. I'm thinking we make it a average check. Now, someone else can also help me and give me another boost. Is that true?
I don't see why not.
Okay. All right. So since he's a sleuth, he can.
No, it looks funny
He's
there.
a spy. Yes. Okay. All right. So, and we'll go with average.
Marin's home and doesn't have any keys, so I've got to let her in.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll quick.
She doesn't have an electronic lock breaker?
What do I need to roll for this one? I'm sorry?
Oh, boy. I succeeded with one threat.
Okay. All right. And you did it on an average?
Yep.
The dice are in our favor.
Which, if I'd done it any... Well, I would have had more threats, but...
Nope, that's fine. All right, so you're successful at being able to get that done. And getting it... And you kind of gave him the thumbs up. Yeah, it looks good.
No, beautiful.
All right. So, they have planted a camera right across the way from the door. Focus on the door and kind of hit it, took some dirt and smudged it up on there and made the rest of the wall smudgy and look like it's kind of blended in a little bit. And what would we like to do at this point?
I guess we're going to the...
Let's go get some seafood.
Seafood.
Let's get some seafood now. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Admiral's Snack Bar.
What'd you name it?
The Admiral's Snack Bar.
Admiral Snack Bar. It's a place now.
I love it.
Okay.
Quick service seafoods.
All right.
They serve calamari.
My young.
Okay, so you guys are able to make it over there. I won't go and narrate through the whole routine. So you guys have made it over to the Admiral's Snack Bar. You walk through the front door, and it's just like any other diner that you would see, and it's kind of got that classic 50s feeling kind of routine to it. However, it's not being serviced by droids. There's just it looks like Mon Calamari are exclusively a family of Mon Calamari are running this restaurant.
And, I don't know if I want to... I will, Hey, man, what you got? What you serving today?
Oh man, it's the specialist. All right, hold on. Let me see. The special. The special is that we've been struggling on getting seafood in here regularly. So the special is just frog. Just these frog legs. That's the only thing we can get right now.
Man, we got to figure out the way to get my...
I'd love to get more food.
We need to find some smugglers that can get us some seafood.
Smugglers? What kind of business do you think I'm in here, son?
I'm talking about get the seafood, man.
Oh no, don't break in. I've got the better plan.
No, man.
Gonna go to the restaurant and say smuggler.
There's got to be a way. Someone's got to be able to get seafood, man. I'm dying here.
Oh my God, frogs!
What?
They're not all. You'll just eat
He
the
said, eat the frog.
The frog is crap.
The frog is food.
The frog is food. But, man,
So you want to eat or not?
I want some
Are
prawns.
they spicy?
That's the spiciest much they got.
Can I get them medium?
Medium. I don't know what you're talking about. I just want to order. Anybody else?
Where do you get these frogs?
Don't ask.
Oh, man.
We have an aquarium in the back.
I'll take the same.
Make it two!
There's got to be a way to get seafood in
And from the
this.
back, you hear kind of a feminine, deep voice kind of reply with, only two!
So a bit the smuggler.
No prawns. When
What did you
was the la-
say?
The smuggler.
Smugglers.
Are you asking me to kiss you or something?
I'd pay any.
Is that the piss kid?
Take a seat. I don't have time for this.
You're not busy.
That's straight.
Surprisingly, there's a few guests that are in there. And they're all eating what looks to be rather enjoyable meal.
Frog.
Prepared like 25 different ways, but yes.
I want real. Man, I need the real seafood. I thought maybe I came here because I thought you might have some real seafood.
This is all I've got right now. I mean, you want something like that, you need to go up to the surface. But I wouldn't advise going up there. There's a whole lot of crap going on up there right now.
I heard there was some stuff going on. There's got to be a way to get real seafood into this town.
By golly, we've got our mission.
Break all my stuff.
To hell with whatever it was Mike was planning. We've got a new objective.
Damn the Empire.
Damn the Empire. Seafood for everyone. Admiral Snack Bar will be saved. That's the last thing that we do.
I'm worried about my parents' restaurant.
Okay, so you guys are sitting down in one of the booths, and he's, kind of going back and forth. Oh, I know you're not kidding. That's what's sad. My mind instantly went to, how do I make that an entertaining campaign?
Like this.
That's my whole plan. That's been my plan from the beginning.
See, it
Was
wasn't
getting
me.
the Black Sun to smuggle seafood for us.
All right.
Because we're kids,
Yes.
and it's unthreatening,
Yeah.
and we can make contact.
So a few minutes later, he walks out of the back, the kitchen, and he's got the two plates, and he sets them down in front of him. Now, son, why were you talking to me about a smuggler?
I'd pay any price for some prawns. I don't care what it would cost. I want prawns.
You are a prawn.
I'm not a prawn. I'm a nautilin.
Do you have a way to get the prawn?
No, we don't have any prawns.
Do you have a way to get the prawn?
Well, I used to.
What happened to it?
22 Star Destroyers in orbit.
The Empire will not keep me from my prawns.
Where have you been?
Do you know somebody who could get them?
What did you do? Break out of prison and hide?
No! No, man. No problem, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyone who would do that is stupid.
Yeah.
So, this banter goes on for a long time.
You need a drummer?
No. Who would like to roll me a charm check?
Not me.
How did I know that not just one, but both arms were going to go up there?
Please.
All right.
I've been waiting all game for a charm check. Like 13 episodes.
My kingdom for a charm check.
Make it an average upgraded once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's giving us a...
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to use all my points again.
Charm check. How I do
You better
those.
pass this thing.
I know, right? Making sure that I don't get any boosts to charming in my talent trees. Dadgummit. Okay. So that's gonna go away. Yeah, go ahead and flip a light side point so that I can use these force pips to give myself some advantages here.
So you are taking conflict?
2 more, yes sir.
Oh my gosh, that's 4 conflict.
It is. But I have a good 3 successes, 1 advantage, and 1 triumph.
Okay. So during this whole exchange where you guys are going back and forth and you're asking more about prawns and you're kind of going back and forth about seafood and what's going on and this, I mean, there's a whole lot of it, and he's just looking at you like, well, there's one happy customer, because you're ignoring his food. But during this time frame, the lights in the establishment, they kind of several times they flicker in and out, and the conversation starts to circle around, you know, what's happening, and he goes, you know, the power grid around here has just kind of been crazy lately. You know, we've you know, a bunch of us shops, the smaller shops here, seem to be having problems. See, these bigger office buildings around here, they don't have any problems, but everybody else does.
That's always the case. The people with the money, the credits.
They're better wires.
No. They don't care. They don't care about us. Small
No,
guy.
we had some security company come in, and just up and down the street, a couple of these buildings have got those damn cameras that are sitting out there, and you see some, you know, just general cameras that are angled up and down. Nothing fancy, just general cameras. And what ends up happening is you know, he kind of keeps going back and forth on all of this, and the lights keep flickering, and he goes, ever since they've come out here and worked on the electrical system, you know, we've just been having problems.
Can I look at it?
Well, there's a camera right there. And he's pointing right across the street. It's obviously pointing right at the camera.
I think he meant he wanted to look at the wiring.
The electrical system.
Well, they didn't wire anything here.
But you're having problems.
Of course, yeah. Everybody's having problems. All of these small shops, they're all having light flickers. Look, wait for it. And a few minutes later, he's pointing out another shop, like right down the road. And you see, almost in sequence, the lights flicker, next building, next building, next building.
Okay.
And that is where we're going to end it.
Well, no, now I'm thinking about things.
I want prawns.
I'm taking the game seriously for the first time all night.
What about the prawns?
What's my triumph? Do I get to spend that later?
How long will they be in business?
Your triumph was the fact that he just
found a
gave you
prawn in the
additional
back.
information.
Is it what? I'm sorry.
Okay.
He opened up to you.
Okay. So now
So
the owner of Admiral Snack Bar is my friend.
hold on. At this point in time, guys, we are going to call it a night, and thank you for watching. Again, give us a like, a thumbs up, a subscribe. Tell us about what shenanigans you would like to see at the table, because obviously we're about to save Admiral's snack bar, whatever. So we've got to find some prawns.
Someone please draw it. Please. I want to see this establishment.
We introduced 2 franchises today.
I think so.
Yeah.
Spooper and Admiral Snack Bar.
So at this point,
Spooper.
Spooper.
Spooper is.
Spooper's the porta potties.
Keep on adventuring.
We just went to the porta potty. We're done. All right, later.
There you go.